Hey guys, welcome back to Adelaide Gardening. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I plant and harvest garlic in my garden. To plant the garlic, firstly you will need to use rich compost. I have made a video in the past about how to make your own compost. This compost was made around 7 to 8 months ago. Using rich compost for plants is important as it provides essential nutrients for plant growth. I have taken out some garlic seeds which I have gotten from an organic farming shop. They can be found in a lot of gardening or farming places. When planting garlic, I will take out the best seeds, the ones that look the most healthiest and the ones that are the most thickest, and I remove some of the outer layer skin from it. They should be placed 15 centimeters apart from one another, but depending on the size of the garden bed, you can adjust this measurement, but make sure they are evenly spaced out. When placing the garlic, it should be placed vertically, where the top of the garlic can be slightly above the soil. In South Australia, the best time to plant garlic is in autumn as they quickly develop roots, so the plants are well established by this time so that the cold weather does not stop its growth or disrupt it. It is the perfect time as well as the plants can be harvested just before summer starts. When growing garlic, the soil of the garden bed should always be moist. This is how the plants look after 11 days. 2 plants have grown really well and the other 2 have slightly started to grow. Right now, as it is the start of autumn, so there has been a little bit of rain, but there is still warmth throughout the day, while the nights tend to be a lot more cooler. Every 2 to 3 months, I will, depending on the size of the plants, use 1 handful of this concentrated organic chicken fertilizer and sprinkle it all over the plants. Then I take my prepared garden compost and also generously sprinkle it on top of the garden bed filled with the garlic, as the compost gives it a lot of nutrients to the plants. I do these 2 steps every 2 to 3 months for the garden bed until the garlic is ready to be harvested. This is how the garlic looks nearly 4.5 months later. They are starting to look really good and healthy, but regularly there are a lot of weeds that grow around the garden bed, so I tend to pull them out. Letting the weeds grow reduces the size of the garlic bulb and reduces its overall growth, so every time I spot a weed I will pull it out. Halfway between spring and after winter finishes, we can place some mulch on the garden bed, as placing mulch will control the growth of the weeds. This is how the garden bed looks after winter at the start of spring. I am now placing some mulch on top of the bed to prevent the sun from turning the water into steam, which also regulates the temperature of the soil. I have now placed all the mulch evenly around the whole garden bed, which will also decrease the growth of weeds. This is the garden bed with the garlic 5 minutes later. The plants have grown really well as the stems are strong and looks healthy overall. Because it's spring and that there has been a lot of rain, I didn't have to water the plants as much. After some time later, now the bottom of the garlic plants are nice and yellow and the top is vibrant and green, which indicates that this is the correct time to harvest the garlic plants, as they have been placed for about 8 months now. We can harvest the plants before summertime, but we need to ensure that there is no rain when harvesting them, as the soil will stick to the garlic. When we open the mulch, we can now see that the garlic is coming out of the soil and has grown really well. After some time, I am now going to harvest the garlic. Firstly, I am removing the mulch that is on top of the garden bed surrounding the garlic to ensure that we have easier access to remove the plant itself. We can use our hands to remove the plant or use a small shovel instead. As I am using a shovel, I will place it a couple of inches away from the actual plant and poke the soil carefully without damaging the plant itself, but instead breaking the roots. I'm pulling the entire plant from below and removing the excess soil. I am now doing this for all the plants until I have removed all the garlic from the bed. These are all the garlics that I have been able to harvest this time around. 2 of the garlic plants are nice and big, but the rest of them are pretty average sized. After harvesting the garlic plants, place the plants in an area where there is no sunlight and where there is a lot of air circulation, like your garage. I'm going to let it sit in here for about 1 month so that it does not dry out. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.